Hello travelers! I am Lorekeen, your traveler's guide to Diah. In the last episode we talked about the wonderful village of Shaemoor. We met a ghost, some cats and a dramatic gopher. If you missed it, there is a link in the description. Today we will explore the fertile fields of Shaemoor and see what little secrets they have in store for us. We start by crossing this impressive bridge that offers such a beautiful view. You can tell how much love was put into its construction. The bandits must appreciate it too. Why else would they come here every day? Unfortunately they bring their barricades with them and block the traffic. Right after the bridge, we find Lieutenant Derek Francis. He is a sheriff stationed here, tasked with defending the local farmland from bandits, centaurs, and other threats. He would like to fight alongside Logan, this way he would be in the middle of the action.
We should be with Logan. No offense to you guys, but Logan is where the action happens.
I've seen more combat in a day than he's seen all year.
More combat? More food, maybe.
His wish will be granted. He later joins the pact, survives the assault, and ends up in Auric Basin at the camp located at the Tarnished Treetop. Later on, he will even find his way to Cantha. Good for you, Francis! And here is the first heart that usually the players encounter. Jeb's wheat field is a farm that produces beef and milk. It is run by Jeb and his wife, Diah. Bandits are trying to burn down the farm. Jeb has so much to do, that he often needs to ask for help from travelers. He has a hard time understanding the depravity of the bandits, who attack other humans that already have to fight to survive against the centaurs. The bandits' attacks are confusing Diah too, as they surely must also eat beef. On top of bandits, a giant worm tears through the field. But if you fill Diah's heart, she will sell you the worm tooth, part of the treasure hunter collection. I hear she made quite an impression on Snargle Goldclaw himself after he spent some time at this farm. Have you ever been inside the windmill? The level of details is incredible. Look at all these mechanisms and the dust from the flour. At the top level there is even a cat, probably to keep the mill free of rats. The cool thing about it? It uses a different cat model than the other two similarly colored cats. This woman is trying to have a nice picnic, but Yogi here has other plans for her wonderful basket. Helping her will allow her a few moments of peace. Another point of interest here is Dallon's pumping station, which supplies much of the water for drinking and irrigation for this whole area. Because of the station's vital importance, it is often under attack by bandits. They try to blow the water pipes or attack the workers repairing the pumping station. When the bandits manage to blow up the pipes, some of the irrigation systems stop working.
I hope Shaemoor likes a little kick to their water.
Sometimes the bandits try to poison the water supply and, if they are successful, a sickly green gas will be released around the pump, infecting the water and the nearby villagers drinking it. When this happens, Engineer Dallon along with apprentice Jameson, will try to fix it with a trick learned from an Asura, gathering poison from the septic oozes to cook it into a treatment. Legend says that sometimes the bandits will try to steal the pump house blueprints and that if you don't stop them, a veteran river drake will save the day by eating the thief. Since this event doesn't seem to happen, I'll entertain you with some night drama.
Ugh, I hate the night shift.
That's not so bad. I like the quiet.
Sometimes it's too quiet. Creeps me out. What if bandits or assassins are lurking about?
Ooh, or dragons. You should hear how ridiculous you sound. Get back to work already, will you?
Beautiful night.
Don't even think about it. I don't date coworkers.
Easy. I just like the stars. Makes me think about our place in the universe.
You should think about cracks in the pipes and if they're spreading.
Meppy's Moa ranches, in the words of its heart vendor, a Moa farm famous in this little corner of Kryta. As the name implies, rancher Meppy and his wife Cassie raise and herd domesticated Moas here, and the farm supplies meat and eggs all through the region. Meppy dreamt of running his own Moa farm, and the land here was cheap to buy, probably because of the bandits who don't allow them a moment of peace. They try to poach the birds when they see Meppy taking the Moas out to graze.
Get off my ranch! Buzzards like you don't hardly deserve to live.
Meppy loves his wife and believes that without Cassie, the place would fall apart. So if you impress her, Cassie becomes a heart vendor and she can sell you friend of the Moa ranch for crafting the legendary staff Nevermore. They are helped by their worker, Todor. He doesn't love the birds as much as the owners, but regardless, he does his job as best as he can.
My babies made it home safe. They're stinky, gangly, and bad-tempered, but I love them.
Fisher Travis, along with his brother Justin, maintains the river. It's a dangerous job, with drake hatchlings getting caught in the crawfish traps constantly. But if you help him out, he can sell drake scale and even drake steak, and herring that helps you to build Nevermore. Word of advice: if you destroy all the drake eggs in the area, be ready to kill the river drake broodmother too. Moving on, we have the Western Divinity Dam, which is currently under construction, and it is all that stands between Shaemoor and a massive flood. Foreman Flannum, named after lead game designer Eric Flannum, is the man in charge of it, and he has a big problem with the harpies who have the nest on top of the dam. They fly down and scare the workers, making them a big danger. The earth elementals are another problem that needs to be dealt with. Up on a high platform to the east of the dam is a black and white cat standing, looking out over the lake. This cat also uses a different model than the other two similarly colored cats in the game. Maybe she is related to the one in the mill? Ida's Orchard is a well-known farm for its apples and pie. Where this farm is built, in the past there used to be a fishing village named Lomehurst, in which there was a shrine that hosted the Eye of Janthier. Today there is a new fishing village around Lake Doric, named New Lomehurst. A similar apple orchard full of spiders existed in Ascalon, but it didn't survive the searing.
I admire Etta. She keeps that orchard running even after she lost her husband.
Yeah, and now her trees are infested with spiders. Fortune doesn't smile on that woman.
Ada is a grieving widow. Her husband was killed by Centaurus when he was taking a shipment of apples to Beetleton. He used to take care of the spiders. One of the gravestones of Shaemoor refers to an apple farmer named Malkin Quarren, who was killed by centaurs and maybe Ida's husband. She doesn't want to sell the farm because of too many memories. Also, she considers hiring Sylvari to help around the farm. Ada can sell you the measuring spoon, part of the Cowed Allophile collection, and if you craft the legendary weapon Hope, she can teach you the spider venom extraction technique. She is helped around the farm by Nevin, along with Paris and Daryl, who can't stand spiders. Daryl's fear may be connected to the fact that he often ends up cocooned in a spider web and Nevin has to transport him to safety. After all this hard work, you surely deserve a treat. So go ahead and ask Ada for an apple pie. Yum! A bit west from this orchard, we meet Russell Otterly. He is a widower, the father of Dusty and Clara. Russell needs help around the farm, as the worms keep attacking his crops. Clara, his daughter, has a bull as a pet, who she received from her mother when he was an injured calf. Now the bull is all grown up, but spiders can still scare him enough to create mayhem in the area. Dusty, Claire's brother, tries to help his father around the farm. He too has a pet he loves very much, a golden moa named Meebles. The pet wanders often, ending up on the Pinion Trail, around Corporal Yarantia, who is stationed to warn people about the dangers in the area, like the Edens. She keeps an eye on Meebles, but she thinks the pet was scared by Seraph when it was young, therefore the corporal tries to keep the distance, not to agitate the bird towards the Edens. After talking to her, you unlock a dialogue that allows you to shoo the moa back home. If you do it gently or roaringly, it is up to you. Behind the house, we can see what looks like an outdoor kitchen. Probably here is where Cicely was making bread, from which she would bring some to Corporal Yarantia too. Cicely is the wife of Russell, who died at only 36 years old, and she is buried in front of the tree behind the farm. At night her ghost can be seen at her gravestone because she prayed to Grenth and he allowed her to remain here to watch over her family. And that's it for this area. I hope you found something new, and, if I missed anything, feel free to write it in the comments so we all learn more about the game we love. Next time we will head down the Pinion Trail to find some stuffed bears and discover the secrets of Alterbrook Vale, so don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to get a notification when this happens. Happy exploring!